good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District. You're watching Race Day at the Raceway. Half-mile harness racing action getting underway at 6:15. Our leading driver thus far, 2019, Jay Harris, has joined us for the pregame show. Things are going well. Hey, Jay.
Oh, it's been a good year.
Right on. Great year. HPI play of the day. Let's get right to it right now. One that Jay Harris will sit on board in race 7. Number 4, Cousin Mary, a sharp winner here, 2 back. She looks good to go. Again, Harris, you're really liking your chances here.
Yeah, she's dropping back down the preferred 3s. I think she'll be dominant at this level. I interfered with somebody last week and she got placed, but she actually raced really good.
Right on. Good to know then. She's coming in sharp, coming in hot. Cousin Mary at a post 4, race 7. HPI play of the day for HPI Bet and Western Fair District. Go back to race number 1 for the start of an early pick 3. Jay's on the 1, Maritime Girl. I'm looking at this line on 3, Fluentosity, last time out. Big form reversal for that one. They just could not get close to running off track in there. Hey?
No, and that first quarter is very impressive. I think that'll be a big factor in this race.
Right on. Over into race number 2. I've gone about 5 deep in there. I'm going to use you on the rail again with the Turbo Diva. She's a nice mare, just needs her A game in there.
Yeah.
And over into race number 3 to complete the early pick 3. I went to the inside 2 using 1 Article Annie. Number 2 Stonebridge Drama should be good to go. You're a scratch in there with the 6 Scottish Light. The early pick 4 starts up in that 3rd race. I'm going to stay on the inside 2 with Nikki, make it Article Annie, and Stonebridge Drama. Then it's the 4th race, 3 deep in there. Nikki's Delight, Pint of Delicious, Lily's Penelope, 2 deep in the 5th, 5 deep in race 6 to round things out on the early pick 4. It's a late pick 4 starting up in race number 8. 5 deep in the opening leg. We've gone deep in the first few legs. This late pick 4, it's all going to hinge on the rail horse in race number 11. Number 1, Dapple Apple, just jogged last time out. They could not get close to this mare, and she was a winner under wraps. Brett McDonald, Ron McDonald were teaming up with Dapple Apple for her 51st career victory. We'll take a short break right now. We'll come back with a whole lot more. We'll talk about who's been hot for drivers, including this fella right here, and a very nice upset win in yesterday's top class event. Stick around.
HPIBet.com. Access, rewards, and more.
Hey, welcome back to the pregame show, everyone. You're watching Race Day. I'm track announcer Shannon Sugar Doyle. With us, leading driver thus far 2019 for wins. That is Jay Harris. Hitting lots, almost 30% winner percentage here in London.
Yeah, I've been driving a lot of good horses and making some good moves, so everything's been working out so far.
Working it well here in London, driver Jay Harris. Wagering menu for this evening, setting up like this. It's a low 15% take on some key plays, being the early pick 3, pick 4s, high 5s, free programs, selections, video, replays, and more. You can find it all on our website, westernfairdistrict.com/raceway. Go-tos, they are. That pick 3 play. Right up front, it's the TVG pick 3. TVG will be picking up all 11 races tonight south of the border, and of course, all 11 races featured on HPI. So you're going to be playing into some very nice pools this evening. Pick 4s get underway in races 3 and 8. The high 5s, races 6 and 11. And to note on the high 5s now, race 6 goes 1 mile. The early high 5 now at 1 mile with 8 starters. The final race high 5, 1 mile and a 16th with 9 starters, and now a guaranteed pool, $5,000 on the high 5 finale. So here we go. Jay Harris with us for the pregame show tonight. Been a great run for you here in London thus far in 2019. Driver standings thus far, you're on top of a pretty good bunch here. 31 victories. Mark St. Louis Jr., next closest pursuer there at 22, but for me, it's that win percentage kind of jumping off the page, almost 30%. You mentioned some good stock to drive and
good
some
horses,
good trainers to be working for.
Exactly, that's the key.
Alrighty, the bottom 5 for the top 10, no slouches here either. Alfie Carroll, Rob Shepard, Travis Henry. We're going to the bottom 5 of the top 10, gentlemen. Alfie Carroll, Rob Shepard, Travis Henry, Brett McDonald, Nick Stewart. So, as mentioned, it's a tough driver's room here in London, Jay.
Oh, they're stocked.
That's a
It's
pretty
just
good.
stocked.
That's a pretty good bunch that
Yeah.
you're ahead of as we come close to finishing up our second month of 2019. Who do you see as the guys that are the toughest to maybe drive against here in London?
Realistically, for always being consistently tough on the racetrack, Rob Shepard. You can put him on at a medium shot. You can put him on a long shot. You got to watch him because he'll put a horse in the right position and he can do damage.
Putting a horse in play is key here for sure. Yesterday we saw you take a top class event here with Real. He was facing tougher, but his form has been so good in 2019. 4 wins from 5 outings, all here in London. And you couldn't have mapped out a better trip for this horse. We're going to show a replay here. The guys are going to bring it up here. We're going to bring it right from the start. This is going to be Real. And, yeah, it's a replay from yesterday's top class event. He was facing tougher. Bettors didn't like him here, but before the race, you liked him.
I loved him. The track was deep. He's a shadow play. So when I got out on the track, I could just feel him. He was just floating out there like a young 3-year-old. He was ultrasound. He just felt really good on the deep track. He's got bad front feet.
Sitting 5th right here.
Yeah. Well, I got away behind the dead favorite, pretty handsome.
Right.
So I loved my chances there because I said I'm going to get a good trip.
How about this battle of the quarter mile?
If this is what won us the race, Alfie gets the front easy and he gets to control the fractions a little better. He would have carried Nick further, and it would have been a bit more of a sprint coming home, but this took the steam out. The track was deep. It wasn't as good yesterday.
Like that 27 and 2 was probably 26 on a good day.
Oh, absolutely, because I'm telling you, like, that track was deep.
Okay, and then you've got the favorite to move first up, and you've got your horse in perfect position.
Yeah, I
it
got
couldn't
him
have
in
worked out any better.
Yeah, I haven't given him a good trip like this in a long time. I've
Right.
overdriven him for a long time, so this is a great trip for him.
Well, he doesn't mind roughing it. He doesn't mind being on the lead, but right here, you're following a helmet the whole way. It could
Yeah.
not have worked out any better.
No, and I actually really liked it because coming out of the third turn, you could see Nick picking at his, and I was like, ooh, he's not as brave as I thought he'd be.
Right, you thought maybe this horse would go right
I-
on by here.
I thought here I was driving for second,
Okay.
and I knew Alfie's would be down after that first quarter.
Right.
That horse can't get stung like that hard.
Right.
But when I saw Nick chasing his pretty good here, I said, ooh, we got a shot here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually still felt pretty good here. So I was like, ooh, he's not, I thought he'd be a lot more fresh than that.
And nothing really was going to come off the back end here. It's going to be down to you two as
Yeah.
you bend into that final turn. One thing I've noticed about Real, the big horse, a few times he's been a little bit crooked, a little bit, but you say the footing was so much better for this horse.
Yeah,
yesterday,
this
right?
horse loves, he doesn't like the hard tracks.
Okay.
And in this winter weather, you get a lot of hard tracks. Yesterday, that track was soft, it was deep, and this
Look at it
horse
be
loved
straight.
it. Straight as an arrow. He
and
normally-
strong.
Yeah, he normally runs out, so this track was just perfect for him yesterday.
Right on. So that was Real, straight and strong for another preferred win in London for trainer Tim Myers. Would he be one of your fave horses to drive right now? Who would be your fave horse? Well, maybe a few of them, probably.
Yeah,
you
there's
can't
a
pick just one,
there's
right?
a bunch. I tell you what, like there's Rockin' in Heaven, who has been an awesome horse to drive at a top level. But there's a little mare called Hamax Feisty, who I absolutely love.
Yes, we know her well
Yeah,
here.
she's just a hard knocking mare, and so there's a bunch I like.
Little exchange between yourself and trainer Tim Myers here.
Yeah.
What are you talking about there? You know what? We could take that. We could handle that. So no board needed for this next round of questions. Many of our top drivers we saw here in that replay, and maybe a word or two to describe the driving style or personality of each. Would you be up for something
Yeah.
like that? Okay.
We can do that.
Right off the top then, number 2 in the driver's standing, Mark St. Louis Jr.
Aggressive, puts him in play at all times. Very aggressive driver.
Leading driver 2018 for wins at the Raceway, Scott Coulter.
Scott Coulter, he drives a lot of power. He puts them in play.
Colin Kelly.
A very aggressive driver, and he loves to put them right up close.
Friend of the show, Scott Ray.
You know what? He's come leaps and bounds as a driver. It took him a long time to get the drives he's getting now, but he's actually doing stuff with them.
Alfie Carroll.
Always been a consistent level driver. He's been a top driver here for years.
Okay, Rob Shepard.
Lights out the best driver here, I think, in my opinion. He's one of the, he can get a lot out of a horse.
Very kind words there for Rob Shepard. Travis Henry.
Consistently always there. He drives very smart. Yeah, he's good all the way around.
young Brett McDonald.
I think he's one of the next rising stars. I really do.
He's been a game changer since he's come here.
Oh, his career's just taken off up here. His style of racing fits up here. He's actually a really smart driver. He's going to go somewhere.
Great patience, too. in
Yeah,
my
he
mind.
and he can do it both ways.
Right on. Nick Stewart, rounding out our top 10.
He's been a London favorite for years. He knows this track as good as anybody. Always does good.
He can find the winner's
Yeah.
circle, of course. All right, great job on that then. You're listed on some horses today. 5 now after the scratch of number 6 in race number 3. Let's throw up the board for your 5 mounts today. Let's talk about Maritime Girl.
Yeah, she's been a consistent go-getter out there. She's not always winning, but she's always going to be top 3 usually with
Okay.
the right trips.
She's an early speed threat in there
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
But that 3, Fluentosity, you just maybe try and follow that one as far as you can go,
Yeah,
right?
we're going to see what happens behind the gate.
All right, race 2, number 1, Turbo Diva. I believe she needs her A game. If she does have that A game, she's probably much the best, eh?
I agree 100%, and Tim Myers' stable has been on fire lately, so I could see her bouncing back.
Beware the bounce back factor for 1, Turbo Diva for Harris in race 2. Then we skip over to race number 7, our play of the day, Cousin Mary. Very high speed mare. Hey?
Yeah, she made a lot of money down in the States. She's been a real good mare, and I actually made a mistake with her last week that got her placed. She actually raced really good, so I could see her being a major factor in with this
Speaking of
group.
bounce back right there, hey, Cousin
Yeah.
Mary, let's do it.
Yeah.
Over into race 9, you're on the 3, Rousey Ronda, likes to get the fight on early, and you do all right with her.
Yeah, I've actually done real good with her. We get along great, so she should be okay in here.
All right, 11th race finale, it's the high 5, Queen of Hearts. I kind of liked her a couple of starts ago, and I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, she got a little rough. The track was rock hard, and she
Okay.
wasn't steering all that great. So
And just a big turnaround for her last
yeah,
time.
so 7 holes going to hurt her in a 9-horse field, but
Right. Maybe
she
hit the
raced
high
better.
5 with her.
Oh, absolutely. I think she should be game for a check.
All right,
anyways.
great job, Jay, and great job in the bike. It's pretty much been 3 consecutive $1.5 million earning seasons for the horses you drive. Currently on track for your first 300 win season in the bike. Outside chance at 400 as well. Do you set some goals for yourself now going into 2019?
Yeah, well, you set goals, but I think ideally the best thing I want to do is try and average 1 win a day, and
Okay.
I think that would be awesome if I
That's
could
right
do
in
that.
your wheelhouse right now.
Yeah, if I can keep on this pace, I think I can get it.
Okay, and you
So-
mentioned something about a $10 million
Yeah,
factor thing between you and your brother. Hey?
Yeah, my brother hit 10 million this year as a trainer.
Andrew
and,
Harris,
Yeah, so I got a shot of making 10 million this year as a trainer or as a driver. So
Right.
that'd be really cool if we both did it in the same year.
Wouldn't it, though? Banquet coming up on Saturday night. You coming up?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Flambeau first, and then I'm gonna come up for the after party and do a little. I'll get the dancing shoes on.
Because you've been on a few of those horses that are
Yeah.
receiving awards. Together We Run, So Long Sugar, Espargos. How about that So Long Sugar right now?
Oh,
So
she's
good.
she's full of confidence right now, and
Mm-hmm.
she's got a wicked move to her.
Okay, recently you picked up your 1,500th career win, that being on Sports Ranger, I believe, for Bill Leon.
Yep.
That would come as part of your 4-win performance here in London, February 6th. So we'll congratulate you on that right now and wish you the best of luck going forward. Any shout-outs? You get the dog likely to.
Yeah, I'll give the shout out to my boy Jagger.
Yeah.
He's probably not watching right now, but
Go like this.
once the races are going, he will be.
Right on. Let's go back and do some recapping now. So pick 3 and pick 4 playing. We're back to the opener. And the opener will key in on Fluentosity. If she's as good as she was last time out, they just won't beat her. 5 deep in race number 2. Over into race number 3. For me, it's the inside 2, Article Annie, Stonebridge Drama. Early pick 4 starts up in the 3rd race. Stay with the inside 2. Over into the 4th, Nikki's Delight, A Pint of Delicious, or Lily's, Penelope. It's the 1, Sports Highlights, or the 8, Desolation Row. For me in the 5th, and we're 5 deep in race 6 to complete it. It's a late pick 4. Starting up in race number 8, Trotters to begin it. 5 deep to kick it off, and head to keep on going deep. Races 9 and 10, and for that to keep the price down, we've got a key in on 1 in the 11th. Number 1, Dapple Apple, just jogged there last time out. A strong connection there. Brett McDonald along with Ron McDonald with Dapple Apple in the finale. Thanks so much, Jay, for joining us on the pregame show. Always a pleasure. Cameraman Trev standing by with his play on the day. What do you got for us? Anytime, Trev. Race 3, number 2. That'd be one for Ross Batten, Stonebridge Drama. Tell you what, Ross hit yesterday at 22-1, and the cameraman was kicking himself because he was kind of like a Cam's King for a upset play. So you're going to try Ross Batten again. You're not going to get the big odds on this one. Stonebridge Drama 5-2 in the morning line, but will be the cameraman's play in the day. It's Survivor Tuesday. Always free to play, online or on track. Chance for you to win through HPI Bet. Again, it's free to play online or on track. Check it out on our website, westernfairdistrict.com. Closing boards. All you need, free programs, selections, video replays, and more available on our website. Again, it's all 11, that is, featured on both TVG and HPI. You'll be playing into some very nice pools tonight. We're on a fast track. How does that track look good? You were walking over
Yeah,
it?
that track looks way better today. I think you're going to get a lot of good speed today.
Right on. Good speed today and good luck tonight. 6:15 Eastern, the start time.